Happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing? And can you hear me? If somebody can confirm that you can hear me, that'd be awesome. My name is Rob. If this is your first time here, welcome to Tuesday's live stream. I'm here every week, same time for anywhere from 2 to, I've been here for as long as 4 hours before, but usually 2 to 2.5 hours or so. Yeah, just here to hang out, chat with you. If you have any questions, if you're new to YouTube, this is the perfect spot for you. If you want to grow your YouTube channel, this is the perfect spot for you. I answer as many questions as I can, try to be helpful as I can, just by sharing the knowledge that I have gained over the last couple of years of doing this YouTube thing. I don't claim to be an expert or a guru. I'm just a guy finding my way along this YouTube journey and having a great time doing it. So if that's what you want to do too, then you're in the right spot. So yeah, a couple things to get out of the way first. First announcement, CGP doors are opening again tomorrow. CGP is the Creators Growth Project. That's my mentoring program. I've wrapped up the second class a couple weeks ago. I'm going to start the third one in a couple of weeks. Okay, so the application form is not quite ready yet. It will be by tomorrow. So if you're interested in that, head to my website. There should be a link down in the description below, and you can join the waiting list. So more on that to come. Also, I've created a community inbox. You may have, if you were here last week, you heard a little bit about it. So what that is it's a way to share any stories that you feel I should be sharing on the channel. It could be a win that you've had. Maybe you've received a negative comment that you want me to discuss how I would handle that. Or if you want to, share your wins, any news that you know about, a story, anything basically. There's a link in the description below for community inbox if you want to enter that. I receive those on my iPad live. Okay, so yeah, we'll just see how that goes. You can always also ask questions here in the chat. So in the chat here, if you put QQQ in front of your question, that'll ensure, or it'll help me see it. Okay. I can't promise I'll answer all questions because time is usually limited. All depends on how many people show up. So that said, I noticed a whole bunch of people said that they could hear me, so I just kept talking. Hope that's good. Let me just jump into the chat to see who else is here. And let me see. Let's see, we got Scott here. We got Bavids is here. Welcome. Mike is here. Welcome. We got a question right off the top, right here. Bavids or BA Vids. I'm sorry if I say it incorrectly. I do my best. So your question is, AI animation might get flagged by YouTube. So best I just create my own animation. Okay, yeah. Any suggestions from you or anyone on, oh, it disappeared. I gotta change that setting. It disappears too fast. Any suggestions from you or anyone on best software for creating animation for my channel? I do have access to all Adobe. I'm not going to be able to help you with that because I'm not an animator at all. It's not something I've ever done. So you're right, AI can help with that now. But just to kind of correct something, it's not that YouTube is not allowing AI based animations. That's not really it. It's that AI is not allowing AI slop, and that's kind of a loose term. It's basically anything that you can generate really, really fast and helps you pump out like multiple videos a day or even one a day, right? If it's very easy to create and you're just kind of regurgitating information, that is not what YouTube wants on their platform. But, you know, if you put a lot of time and effort into, you know, creating a unique story that's yours and unique characters, then I don't necessarily see a problem with that. Okay, so yeah, and the flip side of that is even if you use other tools that aren't AI to create animations, if you still kind of go down the route of, you know, you're creating things based on templates or stories that other people have written, and you're not really adding any value, then that could get flagged too, even if you didn't use AI. So I just wanted to make sure that that was kind of clear. And by clear, I know it's not really clear, but a lot of people are struggling through this right now. People who maybe thought they found a winning formula for creating content really fast with the help of AI. You know, YouTube doesn't want that. It's not YouTube. It's viewers that don't want that. Okay, YouTube is only reacting to what their viewers are saying that they want. Okay, and you know, based on what the viewers, I mean, YouTube wants to keep the viewers happy because then in turn the advertisers remain happy, right? So that's where YouTube's intentions lie, keeping the viewers happy, viewers and advertisers. So that's the story. So I hope you find that helpful. Who else we got here? We got Mike is here. How you doing? Ocean Breeze. Callie is here. Safari Afghanistan is here. Barefoot Lawn is here. Aloha. 3DP Iceland is here. Hello. Matt and Mouse from the West Coast, I believe, or the left coast, however you want to say it, is here. Welcome. YouTube over 40. Karen is here. How you doing, Karen? Scott Winning the Week is here. Hello. Let's see. Let's keep going down. Scroll a little faster. Heidi's here. How you doing, Heidi? Good to see you. Beachside Retirement is here. Going to join and watch now that I'm retired. Awesome. Enjoy your retirement. This is the perfect place for you. Beachside Retirement is my new channel on YouTube for my early retirement journey. Awesome. Good luck and have fun with that. Sounds like a lot of fun. All right, let's see what else we got here. Evening from South Yorkshire in the UK. Good evening. How you doing? So yeah, I think you might be 5 hours ahead of where I am. It's 2 p.m. here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. I always advertise that I go live at 1 p.m. Eastern, only because the Atlantic time zone where I am at 2 p.m., there's not that many people here. Like a couple million at the most, like just Atlantic Canada. Oh, also down in South America, I believe, but I'm not that familiar with the geography down there. But generally, I think most of our viewers are East Coast, North America. When I say East Coast, I don't include us. I mean Eastern time zone. So New York, Miami, Toronto, Montreal. So there you go. My YouTube story. First live interview, Kitty jumped up, ripped out the earbuds, and caused a ruckus. Awesome. The star of the show. Leave it in. Well, it's live, so I guess you did leave it in. That's awesome. Alrighty. Okay, what do we got here? Lady Slipper Hobby Farm. Hello from Lunenburg County, Nova Scotia. Hello. That's actually very close. I'm about a 5-minute drive to Lunenburg County, but Lunenburg County is big. But yes, hello, neighbor. Life with Gen X is here. How you doing, Jen? All the cool kids in the chat. Yeah, you're all cool kids. I got to be careful though. I think Scott might have. I think you might have a trademark on that term. All the cool kids. If you know, you know. Go watch Scott's channel, Winning the Week. That's where all the cool kids hang out. Alrighty. Hit the like, people. 4 likes and 50 watching. Thank you, Karen, for the little plug there. I see we're up to 20 likes now. That's awesome. Alrighty. Hey, Jen, great live stream last night. Oh, I missed it. Jen went live. Oh, very good. Congrats, Jen. Way to go. All right. Alrighty now. Let's see. All good, all good. Let's see. Oh, Rosanny is here. How you doing, Rosanny? Good to see you. Let's Go Sew with Joanne is here. Hello, Joanne. Rito is here. How you doing, Rito? Good to see you. All the way from Switzerland. Let's see now. And Little Handy Agent Prep. How you doing? From San Antonio. Is it hot down there? Probably hot. It's a little bit, started to rain here. I got my iPhone set up on the window, so looking outside there. Got my float set up, finally, so I can start going kayaking as soon as it starts, as soon as it warms up a little bit more, which is supposed to this week, which is good. Alrighty, let's see. Got a question. Win creator. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Scott. Got a question. Win creator story, negative comment to share, or creator news. Submit it to the community inbox. Exactly. Yes, and I can see if they. Yeah, I just got to move it a little bit so I can see it when they come in. All right. Nurse Janice, how you doing, Nurse Janice? Just found you. Where have you been? I've been here for 2 years, Janice. Welcome to the community. Glad to have you here. Here's a question. Is it better to have your channel up and running before joining your CGP, the Creators Growth Project? So not necessarily. So I've had people who have not. I think the last group, I think there were 2 of the 10 people in the last group did not have their channels set up before we started. So no, you don't have to. I like to get a mix of people in these groups. So, and I think the last time we had anywhere from 0 to a few thousand subscribers. So anywhere in there, and that way people can help each other out. You can learn by hearing what other people are doing as well, right? So that's a big part of CGP is, and there's a few people in here who were in the last one and in the first one. So yeah, what I'm hearing is the best part of it are the hot seats that we do in the weekly get-togethers. So in the weekly group sessions. So each person will have a time on the hot seat where they come with a problem or something they're working on, something they need help with. And then they go through it with me, just like 15 minutes or so, maybe 20 minutes, maybe a little longer, depending on how many we're doing. And we usually do anywhere from 3 to 4 of those every week. Everybody gets at least 2. Yeah, so you can learn. Other people can give you suggestions, not just me. And you can learn by just kind of sitting in and listening when it's your week not to be on the hot seat. So just a little bit about how that goes. But the website will be updated tomorrow with more information. Alrighty. See what else we got here. In Sheila's world, how you doing, Sheila? Good to see you. Monkey Wrench is here from sunny Los Angeles. Send some of that sun this way, would you? Question, DGEMUV. Any suggestion about YouTube Shorts? So I could go in many different directions with that. Pretty general question, but the first decision you have to make is, what do you want your channel to primarily be? What kind of channel do you want? Do you want a shorts channel or do you want a long form video channel? That should be at the top of your list of things to figure out before you get started. So again, as I mentioned, I typically share my journey and what I've learned as I go. Mine is a long form channel. Now, when I say that, obviously I can also have shorts. Every channel can have a mix, okay? But my focus is on long form videos. So in other words, I don't want to put a lot of time into the shorts. I just do them quickly. I use a tool that allows me to create them quickly because I'm not trying to go viral with them. The way I look at it is long form videos are where, how do I put this? I believe it's easier to be successful with YouTube with long form videos. That's just me, and that may be just me. Well, not just me, but you know, I'm not saying you can't make a go of it with shorts. There are plenty of successful shorts channels. That's just not my forte. It's not my expertise, right? You know, if you are entertaining and comical, and you have a knack for making fairly short shorts that are, you know, that people can't take their eyes off of, right? If that's your thing, then go shorts channel and, you know, primarily do shorts channel. And what I think is a cool idea for people who are primarily shorts channels is you can also do long form every once in a while, but maybe a neat way to do a long form video might be like a compilation video of all your best shorts, or like a monthly shorts compilation video of the best shorts of the month. Right? So maybe you make a 5-minute video that has, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 short clips all repurposed into a long form video. Okay? That's kind of the reverse of what I do. What I do is I'll make long form videos, you know, 10, 15, 30 minutes long, whatever. And then from those, I may grab little clips out of them and create shorts with them. And again, I'm not doing that to go viral. In fact, I don't want to go viral with a short. If that happens, I will get shorts subscribers. And a lot of people who watch short form content don't ever watch long form content. So I don't necessarily want those types of subscribers. But I want my long form viewers to see me in shorts, because long form viewers quite often will, I do anyways. If I'm upstairs pretending to watch TV or just chilling out, I might, swipe through shorts or reels on Instagram. So I'm a long form viewer, but time to time I'll watch shorts. And the creators I watch their long form videos, it'd be cool if every once in a while I see a short pop up of them. Just kind of reminds me that, maybe they've got a video that I haven't seen yet. Oh yeah, no, I've got to remember to watch Scott's next or his last video. I haven't watched it yet. Like things like that. So get clear on what you want to be, what you want your channel to be, short form or long form. I've heard too many stories where, they want a long form channel, but they're starting off with shorts just to try to get their feet wet. And then their shorts, they start getting some subscribers. They find it easier. They see the big views like, wow, I've got 5,000 views in a short, but I can only get 100 views in a long. Right? The long form views do not equal short form views. Like it's what I've noticed in terms of earning power, it's probably like 100 to 1. Like you need 100 views for every of shorts for every 1 view of a long form video to earn the same amount of money from them. So, 1 million views in a short is not nearly as impressive as 1 million views on a long. Okay, so you want to keep that in mind too. So anyways, hope that helps. Ed here for first time live viewer. Great job on your channel as always. Welcome, Ed, first time viewer. Good to have you here. I love sea turtles. Paula D. Question. I started putting shorts out every day for over a year, and now my views are declining. Why does it happen? This is not the channel that I put videos out on. It's another one. Okay, so I can't look at the channel, but yeah. Now my views are declining. There's really no way to know other than, my advice to you would be to keep your audience in mind. If something stops working, change what you're doing. Slightly. Doesn't have to be a big change, but just something small. There's no such thing, and I think there's too many people that try this. They try to find the winning formula, and they spend weeks, months, years even, and then finally, oh, this is working. The way I'm doing this is working. The way I do my titles, the way I make my videos, it's finally working. Until it doesn't. And there's a couple reasons for that. Number one, YouTube is always changing. You can't rely on it to always work the same way forever. Number two, viewers' habits are always changing. You can't rely on them to always watch videos in the same way, right? Today, I'm finding more people are watching videos on TVs than a year ago, right? Today, also, more people are watching videos on mobile phones than 5 years ago. So things change. Viewers' habits change. The other thing is, maybe your viewers are getting tired of your content. Like maybe you've talked about the same things too much, or not too much, but you've kind of exhausted the road you went down. So pivot a little bit, do something slightly different, hit them with something new, right? And you always have to be thinking that way because, again, any formula you think you found that's working for you is not going to work forever. Some things are going to change. Audiences change themselves, not even just their viewing habits, but people come, people go, right? So yeah, try something new is the bottom line. Alrighty. Procreate has an animation app, and also you can animate in Photoshop. Awesome, thank you for sharing that. Cool. For you animators out there. Somebody else from Los Angeles, hello, OC Dobbins, good to have you here. Frontline Man, hello, Rob, your fellow Canadian. How you doing, Frontline Man? Good to see you. Jeff from Indiana, hello. Also Adobe Animate or After Effects for animation. There you go, all kinds of things, all kinds of choices. Hey, Steve Brocky, how you doing? Good to see you. Steve from Scotland, I believe. Good to see you here. Oh, sorry, a little conversation I just jumped in the middle of there. Let's see. Mitch and his van. Like many things, I'm thinking a little bit of animation goes a long way. Too much creates noise. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, there's certainly a difference between creating like a 2-minute little cartoon of animation and that being the whole video, or maybe just a couple little animation things that you put on screen to help support the story that you're telling. Like maybe, like how cool would it be if I was, talking like this, making a video, let's say, so this is a live, but let's say I was making a video and I'm explaining a story. If all of a sudden a little animation went across the bottom of the screen that supported the story, that might be kind of fun. It might be something that helps keep viewers engaged and keep them watching. Because if they see one animation, who knows? Maybe there's another one coming, right? Alrighty. Hello from a newer YouTuber in Canada, eh? Love your videos. How you doing now, She Blooms? Welcome. Hey, Peter, how you doing? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a little while. About to drive, but listening, not ignoring. Okay, that's good, but don't watch the screen. If you're driving, be safe. Alrighty, let's look for another question here. Random Life Things just tuning in from Florida. Hello CL, how you doing? Here's a question from Janice. I'm going to restart my channel, however, nervous. How do you keep motivated and overcome fears? I am in the UK. Okay, so keeping motivated and overcoming fears. So two different things. So to overcome your fears, I think the best thing, it's almost like a mindset thing. You almost have to convince yourself that it's okay. Give yourself permission. Remember that you're not making videos for yourself. No, that's the wrong talking point. Why did that pop in my head? Fears. So I'm going to make an assumption that one of your fears is talking to the camera or just putting yourself out there. Another fear could be that the people family, maybe coworkers, will find your channel. Some people are fearful of that. So in those cases, I like to suggest that you have a story ready, right? Just have an explanation ready. Not that you have to explain yourself, because remember, this is your thing. This is your hobby, your attempt at starting a business, whatever the reason you want to do YouTube, it's your reason. It's for you. And you really don't have to explain yourself to anybody. That said, a lot of people will have an opinion about it. I've found that out, as many of the other people here watching have. People are pretty quick often to give their opinions. In some cases, it's because they want to look out for you. Like, they don't like to see, like, I wouldn't want to see my kids quit their job and go full-time YouTube, before they have any amount of success. Like, to me, that's scary. I want my kids to be safe and, have a career all lined up. Like, I just want things to run smoothly for them. Not that I want to squash any dreams or anything, but you know what I mean? So close family members may, out of worry for your well-being, they may say things that might deter you from wanting to do this. Other people may be jealous that you're doing something that perhaps they might want to do. And if they see you doing it, and especially if they start seeing you have some success with it, they might feel jealous, and some people's natural reaction is to lash out at things like that. So, right? So then, anyways, that's a couple of examples, but the bottom line is, it's your thing. Give yourself permission to do it. If it makes you feel better, have a story ready for if it comes up in conversation, or if there's somebody you want to tell them what you're up to. Just the story that I like for people who are just starting, even if your intention is to eventually turn it into a business, is to just say, yeah, no, it's just something I'm having fun with, I'm playing around with, it's just a hobby. And if they then say, oh, a hobby, okay, like I thought that's something people did to try to make money. To which you could say, yeah, some people do, but not everybody. Like some people, I just think it's kind of cool how you can now take your phone, make a video, put it on the internet, and everybody from all over the world could watch it, right? So some people do it, to be helpful for others. create a channel that will help people. Other people create channels where they just want to upload family events, birthdays, anniversaries, things like that, for the purposes of documenting their life, for example, maybe for their kids or future grandkids, right? That's a fantastic reason to do YouTube. So there's all kinds of reasons to want to do YouTube. Just get clear what your reason is and what the reason is that you plan on sharing with other people, so that you can kind of diffuse any people maybe wanting to make fun of you or squash your dreams, or because you don't want that. And if anybody tries to do that, those aren't the people that you want to be listening to, right? So kind of if you can surround yourself with people who are supportive, that would certainly be helpful. Okay, there were two parts to your questions though. So how to overcome fears. Yeah, I don't even know if I addressed that. I will say this, that one of my fears was talking to the camera, or not necessarily talking to a camera, because one of my fears is talking in front of a whole bunch of people, right? That's just something I never liked to do through school, all the way up through school and even work life. Just never liked it. And a lot of people equate talking to a large group of people to talking to a camera. Kind of the same thing, not really, because the people are going to see you talking to the camera later once you upload the video. But some people get nervous of that. But what I've noticed for myself is with practice, you get better. Also, with age, you care less, right? I don't care as much anymore what people think of me if I were to stand on a stage. I probably would still have problems with that, but I'm still young, right? I'm only in my 50s. As people get older, you generally don't care what other people think as much, okay? So if you can get yourself to a place where you're thinking that way, try to train your mind to think that way, and give yourself permission, then maybe that will help. How do you keep motivated? You've got to be self-motivated. YouTube is a thing that it's a hobby, profession, whatever you want to call it, where you do have to get motivated somehow. Like, it's got to be something you want to do. It's not something that someone else is going to tell you, oh, you haven't done YouTube in a while, you better get at it, right? That's probably not helpful, but also like nobody else really cares. It's your thing. So the best way to be motivated to do YouTube is to really enjoy it. So maybe some things that you don't enjoy as much, don't do as much. For example, video editing. A lot of people don't like to edit videos. That's a big part of YouTube. And I'm not at all going to suggest that you go hire somebody to edit your videos for you. That could get hugely expensive. But what I would suggest is maybe don't edit your videos that much. I mean, really, you don't have to edit your videos at all if you don't want to. You can just film yourself on your phone, upload it as is. Some people do that, and more people are really liking those authentic style videos where all mistakes are left in, no funny graphics are added afterwards. It's just dead simple. And not only is that super easy to edit, because you didn't have to do any, that's what people enjoy more and more these days. So anyways, I know you didn't really ask me about that, but I hope you found that helpful. Oh, another suggestion by Monkey Wrench, Procreate Dreams is really easy for animation. And also there are so many animators out of work, I bet they'd do it at a minimum cost. That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah. And so if I were looking for an animator to hire somebody to do something like that, I'd probably go to Fiverr. That's what I'm familiar with, but you could try Fiverr. So that's Fiverr.com. That's where a lot of freelancers go to look for work, and people go to find people who will do small jobs for them. So Fiverr, Upwork is another one you can try. That's generally for larger projects, but a couple things to try. Uh-oh. Do you have music playing in the background? Uh-oh, yes I do. Okay, thank you, Alan James. So what time is it? 2:35. So for the last 35 minutes, I've had music playing in the background. I've done this before. I have a lo-fi, it's called Lo-Fi Girl, and it plays music. I have that on in my office sometimes when I'm working and I forgot to turn it off. So that's going to be a problem because it's off now, right? That's going to be a problem because it's copyrighted music. So yeah, this live stream will get flagged, but that's okay. I've talked about this before. It's happened before. It's been over a year since I did it last. But yeah, I'm going to have to go in and say, yeah, please remove that music. And YouTube's AI copyright, the way you can deal with it, and they can remove the music without removing my voice is fantastic. Or at least it was the last time. So hopefully it works as well this time. Thank you. And sorry about that. Unless you enjoyed the music. If you enjoyed it, let me know. I'll share the channel. Maybe then they won't copyright my my live stream. Alrighty. Let's see. Where am I? Lady of the House. Hello, Rob. How you doing, Lady of the House? I just changed my channel name after 10 years of content and 68,000 subs. Wow. Any title suggestion for that next video? My new name really helps the viewer know what to expect. Yeah, I can't really help with video title because I don't know much about your channel. Well, I'll tell you what I do. What I typically do, what I have done up until now, my methods are going to be changing soon. Come up with a title that exactly describes what the video is about, right? And if you find that's too long, use something like ChatGPT or Claude to say, this is what I've got for a title so far. Perhaps it's too long. Can you help me by shortening it? It'll give you suggestions, and then pick your favorite and then say, okay, this is what I like so far, but I don't know if people are going to want to click that. Can you help me make this better, perhaps better for CTR, right? And it'll give you more suggestions, right? So that's something I've done a lot to try to dial in my titles. Start with the basics. This is what it's about. Maybe you can identify some keywords if that might help if you're going after search traffic. If not, if you're mainly just going after, you want your existing subscribers to see it, then just make sure it makes sense, that the title accurately describes what you're going to be talking about in the video. Okay, so hope that helps. I can also hear the music very faintly. It was very low. I keep it low. Okay, what's with the new algorithm for posting on YouTube? How often, when, as in dates and timing, yada, yada. There is no new algorithm. Oh, sorry, I didn't click on it. Here we go. There's no new algorithm, same algorithm, but it learns as it goes. It's AI based. They make changes to it from time to time. And, people's viewers' habits change from time to time as well. So things are always changing. In terms of when to post, like dates and timing, it probably doesn't matter that much, but if you really want to dial it in, then go into your YouTube analytics and find out when your viewers are watching your videos. Okay, let's say it's between 8 a.m. and noon. Okay, if that's where the bulk of your viewers are, then you're going to want to post maybe at 8 a.m. when the first of your, when people are going to be starting to watch your videos for the day, most people. Okay, that would be a good place to start. But I look at that as just a guide, something to test as you go as well. Like, don't always post at 8, maybe post one at 10, post one at noon, post one in the evening, post one on the weekends. Like, just kind of try different things and see what works best, because you might find new viewers, right, if you post at a different time. So something I think you should try. All right. Well, Karen heard the music too. Sorry about that. Yeah, you may have heard the story of when I did that before. All right, let's see. Yeah, faint music. Here's a question. Steve, I've not been publishing. I feel like I ran out of things to say, but I missed the process of YouTube. Any advice? Should I change niche, extend my break? Well, first of all, it's okay to take breaks. Steve. Definitely okay to take breaks. Sometimes, like especially if you're busy with other things, YouTube might just become a nuisance, right? You don't want to ever get to that point. So take breaks when you have to. If you feel like your break should continue and you're still not sure what you want to do, by all means, continue with your break. Should you change your niche? That's more of a personal question that you have to answer. And it's going to depend on, sorry, I want to close that tab. Okay. Just want to make sure I don't have any other tabs going. Yeah, all right, we're good. Yeah, the niche, I mean, I'm like, pretend like you're starting over. Like, what else could you be talking about? I believe, Steve, your channel you were giving YouTube advice, right? So yeah, if you don't have much more to say on that topic, then what else are you interested in? And you could pivot. You could absolutely pivot, or you could just start a new channel with something else. Like, that's not a bad thing either. Maybe it's time for a break with your existing channel. Start a new channel with another topic that you're very interested in, that you have a whole bunch of ideas about, that you feel like you can be helpful to other people. And be sure when you're making your videos to try to engage with the audience and just make them well aware that this isn't just going to be you dumping information to them. It's going to be you, here's the niche, but what would you like me to talk about in my videos on this niche? I can talk about this, and this. Where would you like me to start? What specifically? Blah, blah, blah. Like, try to make it interactive. Growing a community would help with that. Being, in the comment section a lot would help with that. And maybe you go down that road for a little while, and then you might all of a sudden come up with other ideas. Or maybe, there's a new development in the YouTube world where, people are getting demonetized. That's the latest thing. Or maybe there's something else that's new that all of a sudden you feel like you want to make a video about it. Well, as long as your other channel still exists, your current channel now, there's a new video you can put up on that channel. And that might kind of revive that channel. You know what I mean? Like, if you have more than one interest, it's okay to have more than one channel. I typically recommend that you focus on one channel at a time, unless you've got all the time in the world and you can just, make a video every day or two, right? So, and then, you post one video on your channel here, and if it does really well and you are getting comments and questions, those comments and questions could fuel future videos, right? One of my favorite things to do, and I'll kind of come clean with this, is I happened into this by accident, but I have since done it a couple times, maybe semi-intentionally, and that is to make a video. I made a video where there was either something I forgot to say, like let's say there were several points I wanted to make, and there was one that I forgot to make, or I just wasn't even thinking about it, and my viewers let me know about that in the comments. Said, Rob, this is all great and all, but you missed the most important one. You should have talked about this. And then if a bunch of people are mentioning that in the comments, you know what? Great. There's my part 2. I can use that to make another video. And then my next video can be, I just made a video about this thing, but you guys let me know that I forgot a very important part of that. Or, you guys let me know that one of the things I said was wrong. So now I'm here to kind of either correct myself or double down and say, no, I'm not wrong, you're wrong. But no, I don't think I've made a video like that. But anyways, my point is you can get ideas for future videos from a video that's getting comments, okay? That perhaps maybe you weren't as complete as you could have been in a previous video. People will let you know that there's an opportunity for another video. So, and I've done that a few times. So, and in a lot of cases, the second video, it does better than the first. So there you go. Well, good luck with this, Steve. Question, achieved monetization and full partner in 56 days. Well done, awesome. But it's had the effect of putting me under pressure ahead of subsequent videos. I mean, there's no pressure, really. I mean, getting monetized really doesn't change anything. All it does is means that now you can make money from it. But that typically starts small anyways. The same pressures exist, right? You still have to make videos that get views. And if you're feeling pressure, that means it's probably pressure you're putting on yourself. So I guess the first step would be to recognize that. Then maybe just kind of step back a little bit and just, remind yourself that nothing's really changed, except now you can make money with it. But really, you still have to approach YouTube the same way. You still have to make videos that people want to watch. You still got to make your thumbnails and all the things. So nothing really changes unless you're putting that pressure on yourself. Like, oh, I have to make a certain amount of money by a certain amount of time, or if I'm monetized, I should get to 2,000 subscribers by, the next month or 6 months or whatever. You're not helping yourself by putting extra pressure on yourself like that. So recognizing it is good. Good luck with it. You got this. All right. Just a friendly reminder, we are the Hockey World Champions 2026 with a Finnish flag. Congratulations, Finland, for winning the World Hockey Championships. I believe Canada lost to Norway for the bronze medal, so we came fourth. But congrats, Finland. Feely Nexus Journey is here. Hello, good to see you. I hope you're having a good day too. O.C. Dobbins is here. Hello. Hello, Kim Marie Wade. How you doing? Heidi says Creators Growth Project is an awesome program and course. She should know. She went through the first iteration of it. Thank you, Heidi. Random Life Things. My challenge is finding new content to post. It can be very frustrating. Yes, it can. Just a good place to start is your comments section. If you're getting comments on your videos, go through there and see what people are asking. That might generate some ideas for you. And in the future, in your videos, just try to get in the habit of trying to get people to comment. Like, certainly at the end of your video, ask people to leave comments below or questions, or ask them, hey, is this something you've noticed too? Or just try to get in the habit of involving your viewers throughout the video even, not just at the end. And that might help. Question, I made a channel, now I need to make a video. I was Scotty Kitty, I'm scared to start. Is my name too long? VTG Voyager Antique Booth. I wouldn't say that's too long. No, obviously I'm not seeing your channel name, I'm just seeing your channel handle. Everything after the @ that's the handle. That's basically your unique identifier. But you can rename your channel to whatever you want, as long as it has some, it doesn't have to have anything to do with your channel. It could just be your name, right? It depends on what your channel is going to be about. If you're going to be in your videos, I think just putting your name in there would be great, even if it's just your first name, like what I've done, Rob the Maritimer. That has nothing to do with YouTube help or editing videos or the things that I make videos about. So there you go. I wouldn't, so yeah, keeping it relatively short, or better put, keeping it something that people will be able to easily remember. That would be good. But also keep in mind that your channel name doesn't really matter in terms of the success of your videos themselves. And by doesn't really matter, what I really mean is it doesn't matter at all. It really doesn't. Like, your video will do well or not based on, title, thumbnail, and content of the video, and whether people are watching it or not. The channel name doesn't even really matter. People will click on your channel name if they've watched a video that they liked and they want to see what else you might have done, what other videos you might have. That's really the only time your channel name comes into play. So having something that people can easily remember might not be a bad idea. Live stream content obviously grabs more views than that leads to subscribers. I do faceless content, so that's another challenge. Yeah, that would be a challenge. It can certainly be done. It's not something I it's not something I do, so I don't have a lot of advice for faceless channels, because one of my core pieces of advice is to put your face in your videos, because then people will be able to connect with you better, and that is something that helps channels grow faster, right? If you don't put yourself in your videos, you take that away, so you're going to have to add something else. So you're going to have to do something else to make your content unique, and not just something that anybody could do, right? And that requires some thought. So, yeah. CL, I've decided to manage my time by just doing one long form video a week. Perfectly fine. For the last couple of weeks, that's all I've been doing, one a week. I think I'm planning on ramping that up a little bit, but yeah, do what you can do. One a week is totally fine. Yeah, you don't need to do any more than that. If you can, that might help. But if one a week's all you can do, you can grow a channel with one video a week. Absolutely. Question: it seems like shorts bring people to the long form that quickly leave, driving the average view duration down. Is that good or bad for how YouTube will promote the long form content? Well, I mean, there's a couple different ways to look at that. Yeah, shorts, it's going to work differently for everybody. Like, shorts viewers don't often go to long form videos. That's my experience. But yes, shorts viewers tend to have shorter attention spans, so they don't watch for as long. And yeah, it could drive the AVD down. But I mean, YouTube knows this, right? So that's something to understand as well. YouTube knows where your viewers are coming from, as long as you're not sending links, then they really don't know. But if they're clicking from a short into your long, they know they're a shorts viewer, so they may take that into account. The thing you have to remember is the actual numbers of your AVD, your average view duration, like whether we're talking percentage or time viewed, right? Whatever we're talking about, those numbers by themselves don't really mean much, okay? There's got to be context compared to how your other videos work, right? Like, my best performing video, actually, I've got a new one. Yesterday, my video from April 10th became my most viewed video, and it's got a horrible AVD, right? It's low because a lot of people click off. The first 30 seconds, the intro, I lose more people than normal, is what my stats are telling me. But once everybody who started the video realized they don't want to watch it and they leave, those who stayed for a long time. And I think that was a positive. So my point is, AVD is just one signal that YouTube is taking in. And they do know where viewers come from, whether it's from other long form videos, from the recommended page, from the home page, or from shorts. They know. And so, yeah, I wouldn't worry about that too much. The bigger problem is if you're wanting to grow a long form channel, and that's what you want to do, you want to get views to long form videos. Personally, I would lay off the shorts. I wouldn't do the shorts. I only started adding shorts to my channel well after my channel started doing well, as a additional branding thing, right? Because I wouldn't want any of my shorts to take off, because then all of a sudden I'm a shorts channel, and that's just not what I want to be. I want to be a long form channel. That's a decision I made. So yeah, I wouldn't, and some people will say, well, I could start off by making shorts and, get used to editing videos is a good way to start. And I suppose, but why not just upload it as a long? Just turn your camera sideways so you're filming horizontally, very important. And even if your video is only a minute long, you can upload that as a long. It doesn't have to be a short. So the potential is much greater for long form videos. So there you go. I'm going to have a quick little drink here. Let me just grab my phone, and I've got it up here. and put it on here. There. Now that is the peanut cam. All right. All right, let's see. Where are we? Okay, shorts are intended to bait to reel in folks to view the long video content, I thought. Now, that I don't agree with that. I know a lot of people think that, but no, you can bait. See, what you have to realize is there's a lot of people who watch shorts and reels and TikToks, and a lot of them who watch those don't ever watch long form content at all. They never do. Like I'm thinking of my kids, for instance. They rarely will watch a long form video. They're on their phones all the time, and it's all short form content. So, you know, if you put a short and it shows up on their phone, they're never going to click to go to a long form content, even if it's linked, right? Very few people will do that. So that's why I wouldn't think that way at all. If you want to, the best marketing tool for your long form videos is another long form video. Make another long form video that you know, maybe at the end of that video, you can say something like, oh, and if you liked this, you're going to love this other one. I made a video, you know, last week about blah, blah, blah. I'll link to it here, and end your videos that way. Then you can link your longs to your longs, and right. So, and then you're always in front of the same people. So yeah, you have to think about the audience and where they are and how they're viewing. Question from Heidi. Has anyone noticed the thumbnail text is getting cut off looking at the phone home screen? For example, if the text is too close to the left, it's cut off on the home screen feed, not posts. I have not noticed that, but I don't do a lot of looking on my phone, and I don't make my thumbnails on my phone. I make it on my computer. But what I will say along those lines is it might depend on your phone, Heidi. Like, different phones are different sizes and shapes, and not every phone is exactly a 16:9 aspect ratio. So, you know, it may be displaying it slightly different. The phone, now I believe you use an iPhone, so yeah. I'm not sure what to say. I don't know. What I would do, because I know you also use a computer, is I would look on your computer just to make sure that it is the size that you want it to be. And your phone just might be showing it in a slightly different way. But no, it's not something I've noticed. Oh, there we go. The lady of the house noticed the same thing. Thumbnails not showing the full thumbnail. That's interesting. It's not something I've noticed. Jana Denton. Hello, Jana. I'm a course creator and podcaster looking to grow my YouTube channel for leads. Do you have any programs or offers to help me with that? Honestly, yeah. My courses probably not, but we do get into that for sure in the Creators Growth Project, my mentorship program. So I mentioned it earlier today. If you're interested, you can join the wait list. And just if you go to the bottom of my, so this is my live stream here. If you go down here, you can click on, here you go, start here, mentorship program and courses. If you click on that button, it'll take you to this page. These are the free things you can get and download if you're interested. That'll get you on my email list as well. And here are the courses that I offer. Sorry, no, these are the coaching options that I offer. The courses are down here. Yeah, this is what you'd be interested in. Anybody who's interested in this Creators Growth Project, the mentorship program, you can click this to join the wait list. Next session starts June 26th. As long as it fills up, I'm looking for 10 people. It's going to start in 2 weeks. Okay, that's tentative start date. And I'll also let you know, I'm going to be doing it at a different time. The last 2 runnings of this program have been at 1 o'clock Eastern time on Mondays for the group sessions. For this next one, I'm going to be doing it at 6 p.m. Eastern time, so 5 hours later. And the main reason I'm doing that is a lot of people said last time that the time didn't work for them. And then I thought, well, yeah, if I always do it at the same time, it's obviously not going to work for everybody. So I'm it's going to be evening this time. I mean, if you're on the West Coast, it'll be a little later in the day and not so early in the morning. If you're on the East Coast, it'll be 6 p.m., 7 p.m. for me. So anyways, you can fill that out. That'll get you on the wait list, and then you'll be notified once the doors open tomorrow or the next day, very soon. So I hope that helps. Let's see. Britt in Sweden. Rob, my focus is long form. Only 3 months in, but monetized in 56 days. I think I read this one already. 1 video per week schedule. If my shorts don't perform, can it damage my long form content, my priority? If long form is your priority, then don't do shorts. Just do long form. You're only 3 months in, monetized in 56 days. You want to check how you got monetized. Like, is it because of your shorts or because of your longs? Like, that's important. Like, you might already be if you've been doing shorts and that's what got you monetized, it might be hard to switch to longs at this point. That's the danger. Your long forms have to align with your shorts in order to make that switch. But if the bulk of your subscribers and views are coming from your long form videos, then you're okay. But I would lay off the shorts. Just stop with the shorts. Just go long. If that's what you want, if that's what your focus is to be, let it be your focus. Forget the shorts. That's my advice. As a newbie, what do you think the maximum length of a video should be to keep viewers' attention until you are established? That's a great way you phrased that, actually, as a newbie, and to keep viewers' attention until you are established. So the implication I got there is that as you're starting on YouTube, and correct, by the way, when people first start on YouTube, they're typically not as good on camera, not as good at keeping people's attention. Okay, so, and the more you do YouTube, the better you're going to get at everything, keeping people's attention in a video included. You're going to get better at that. So one of the ways to keep people's attention is to keep your videos shorter. Okay, and I think, was that part of your... Yeah, what do you think the maximum length? Well, I can't really say there is no maximum length, but shorter. Like, if you're having a hard time keeping people around and watching, keeping your video shorter helps. 5 minutes, maybe, like a 5-minute video. I've seen 5-minute videos blow up, 4-minute, 3-minute videos, right? There's really no right answer to that. What I often like to say is, your video needs to be as long as it needs to be to get your information across, and no longer. That's the way to look at it. If you have 10 minutes of information to share, your video should be 10 minutes. It should not be 15. People will know if you're trying to stretch your video out to be longer just for the sake of it being longer. And people hate that, right? You're wasting people's time then. In fact, if you could deliver that 10 minutes of information in 8 minutes, right? That's lots of value per minute. People like that. Like, be mindful of your viewers' time, and I think that will help. So that's the best way to look at that. But you're right. The more you do it, the better you'll get at keeping people's attention, either through talking on camera or the things you do in video editing. You may start adding B-roll in the beginning and doing more edits in the beginning to tighten up your intros, right? That's a smart thing to do. You may add graphics and other things throughout your video to support the story that you're saying. Right? There's all kinds of things you can do like that. Somebody's waking up. No, I think she's just getting... Yeah, she's going back to sleep. That's all right. You go back to sleep. Okay, so I hope that helps. All right, just going to look for some more questions here. Here's a question, Discovering Life Unlimited. Hubby and I are working hard on our channel regularly. Similar channels in our niche seem to grow quickly and ours is slow. Should we private old videos that aren't as good? You can. I would definitely private old videos that don't apply to the types of videos you're making now. Like, if your niche has changed over time, I would make sure all of the content that you're making is aligned. Like, it's all in the same niche. So if you have older videos, you've been doing this a while and they just don't apply, then yeah, you can privatize those. I wouldn't delete anything, just privating them is fine. I mean, you put work into them. It's nice to, maybe at some point in the future, you might want to relist or, right, make it unprivate. Is that the thing? Maybe one video, and you might want to refer to it in a future video. Say, yeah, this is a video we made a while back. I privated it for a while, but I'm letting you see it now. What do you think? I don't know. Like this, just an example. But yeah, absolutely, that's something you can do. Question, I have a sassy tone when I talk, and YouTube seems to not like that. I am getting snarky comments. Does it help to be sweeter? This account is not the one for my channel. Interesting. So sassy versus sweet, which, I mean, I'm going to say it's going to depend on your audience. If you don't like the snarky comments, then, I mean, my approach to that would be to have fun with it. When you say YouTube seems to not like that, I think what you mean, or what's actually probably going on is your viewers tend to either not like that or they feel like they are being invited to leave a snarky comment, maybe. If they're leaving them, they probably feel it's okay. So yeah, I would probably try to have fun with that. If anything is too bad, I'd just delete it. But if somebody has a snarky comment, a lot of times they're looking for snarky comments back, maybe. I wouldn't necessarily feed into that. I might just say something like, haha, thanks for the comment, or something like that, right? Yeah, so that's usually my approach, just not something that will invite them to keep going with their snarkiness. But whether you want to be snarky or sweet on in your videos, that's a personal, like, it's really whatever you want your channel to be, right? I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like, it's going to happen. You're going to get comments that are snarky, I guess. I get them. So I don't know. I don't know if that helps what I said there. It's really up to you. Whatever you want your channel to be like, just be yourself. I guess my point is I would not bend over backwards to try to be somebody I'm not. Like if I'm not naturally a sweet person, I'm not going to try to be sweet in my videos because then it's going to be too hard. Then you're acting. It's hard to act like somebody you're not for a long period of time. Unless you're an actor or actress, then maybe you're good at it. But for most of us, I don't think we are. So that would be my advice there. So hopefully that helps. The aging retiree, Mike, how you doing? Can't stay long. We'll watch the replay. Grandkids on their way over. Awesome. Have fun with them. Alrighty. Road trips and runways. My channel would be travel-based. I have seen channels use pics and videos that are not their own. How can you use these items in your own videos? I saw some that put the words via Boeing or at mag. Yeah, like technically you're not supposed to use anything that's not yours. We kind of got into this a little bit last week as well, if you want to check out last week's live stream. But yeah, technically if anything is on the internet, like on a website and whatnot, you could probably use it in your videos. And if they don't want you to, I mean, the nice thing to do, if you want to be safe about it, would be to like recognize that, like if you want to use a Boeing logo, that's probably widely available on the internet so that you could use that in your video. And then just, you could put a little comment in your description and maybe tag them to give them, props for it being theirs and acknowledging that it's not yours. But, a lot of times those are ignored, not saying it's right. If somebody tells you to take something down, you can edit it out afterwards. But yeah, I guess it depends on your content as well. But yeah, no, putting a Boeing logo in your video when you're talking about Boeing, I don't think there's a problem with that at all because that's something that's widely available on the internet anyways. There's a good idea. Put Rob on 1.5 times speed till you catch up. Try 2 times speed. See if you can keep up. Let's see. I agree, it's cheaper than therapy. Actually, I saw a comment earlier, and maybe it was this one that you're commenting on that I think I missed. And it was something to do about doing YouTube as therapy. And I think that's a great idea, right? Like doing YouTube can be therapeutic, right? Just making videos, it can be soothing, it can be satisfying and all the things. So a lot of people do YouTube as a means of therapy. I've tried a few things, but being nicer doesn't have the same impact and gets less views. So sassy gets more views and more negative comments. Yeah, and are you okay with that? Because you have to do what you want to do too. Like if you find it discouraging, you don't like getting those comments, then you know, if it gets more views, maybe it's not worth it, right? But if you're okay getting those comments, and if you can have maybe a little bit of fun, like, I don't know, like I would think a fun thing to do might be, I mean, I think it's fun, maybe not everybody does, but like if I got, let's say I saved up all my negative comments that I get over the course of a week or two, and then make a video where I go over all of them, right? And just kind of have fun with them, right? That would be me basically telling the world, hey, these don't bother me, and let's have some fun with it. Here's some examples of what you could get, right? So I've been meaning to make a video like that for a long time. I just never have. I think I need to come up with a way to, well, and I have, to ask other people. Anyways, yeah, no, I have to start logging those so that otherwise it's going to be too hard to go back and try to find them. What's a good editing package to use as a beginner? I love Camtasia, and I think it's one of the easiest ones to learn. That's what I use, and I do have a link to it down below. But other ones are Filmora, CapCut, InShot is a free mobile one you can use. iMovie on a phone, that's free. Yeah, so the larger ones like DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro, Premiere Pro, those ones you can do more with, but they take a little bit longer to learn. So yeah, so personally, I like Camtasia. Treat YouTube like you're going to a job. Times I don't feel like going to work, but I need money to survive. So there's that. There you go. There you go. Rob, you're so right about getting older and not care as much what people think. I do, but I don't. Yeah, the older you get, like, I guess we just realize, like, what does it even matter what other people think? Does it really matter what other people think of us? The other thing to understand about YouTube is you're not going to please everybody. There are going to be people who do not like your content, whether it's because you are who you are and they just don't like those type, you know, your type of people. That happens, but that's okay. Like, right? Like not everybody is going to like my stuff either. And I'm okay with that. I'm not here for the people who don't like my stuff. I'm here for the people who do. And naturally you will grow a channel with people who do. Like people who like my content will subscribe. People who maybe like the content, but just don't like the way I talk or the way I look or anything like that, they're not going to subscribe. And that's okay, because I want to build a channel of people who do like me and the way I talk and the stuff I talk about, not the people who don't. I'm not trying to and I'm not going to change myself to try to get everybody to like me. That's impossible, because then the people who do like me wouldn't like that, right? So, yeah. I totally care what people think. Yeah, but again, as we get older, maybe you won't care as much. It might get easier, but I hear you. Gabriel, just starting my channel. I'm turning 40 in July. Welcome, Gabriel, and good luck with it. Glad you're starting. All right, I'm just going to scroll ahead here. I'm running a little bit behind, so I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. Here's a question. Can you make a video about when you go to other countries and how you continue making and posting videos and the equipment you bring? I want to travel outside the US. Absolutely, I can make a video on that, and I have not, but I have done this. So a few months ago, I went to Costa Rica, and I was there for 3 weeks, and I continued to make videos, and I continued to do my live streams. I didn't have all my monitors and camera angles and all that stuff, but I continued to make videos. And as long as you have a laptop you can take with you, well, again, so you don't need a laptop. So if you've watched the video I made a video 2 days ago. Actually, Sunday is not usually a day I post videos, but I posted one this Sunday, and it's not doing great. But that's again, I've testing things, right? Anyway, that video was about what you need to be a YouTuber, and if you want to travel, then if you use a computer to make your videos or to upload your videos and to do YouTube, then you're going to want your computer to be a laptop so you can take it with you. But that said, you can also do YouTube with just a phone. You can edit your videos, shoot your videos, upload them, check your stats, all that you can do with a phone, right? Or an iPad. You can use an iPad if you want. I personally would not be able to do that. I need more screen real estate to be able to see what I'm doing. Partly because that's what I've always been used to. Like in my daytime, I'm on a computer. But also, as I age, my eyes aren't as good as they used to be. I need readers to see things if they're too small. So too small a screen is no good for me. So yeah, as long as you have the device that you use to edit and upload your videos and the camera you use to film them, which can be your phone. In my case, that's all it is. So when I went to Costa Rica, I brought my laptop and my phone and a tripod, 2 tripods, and a second monitor, but I could not use it. I brought the wrong cord, so that was just dead weight. So phone, laptop, and tripod for the phone. So that's all I brought. And I think I made average 2 videos a week while I was down there, so maybe 6 videos or so while I was there, and did 3 live streams and did some Zoom meetings, things like that. So that's really all you need. But yes, I can make a video about that too. Time for a drink. Have I had a drink yet? Yes, I think once. Alrighty. That's fun. Scott, why does AI always like to start sentences but here's the thing. I know, to a point that if I actually put that in a script of mine, I feel like I got to take that out because everybody's saying that now because AI is telling everybody to say that. Yeah. It's like AI is developing a personality, right? Alrighty. Oh, did I miss a question here? Here we go. What would you say? Oh, I already answered that. Sorry. Answered that one. What is your advice on a 1-year-old channel that thousands of other people already do? You got to make it unique somehow. Put yourself in it. I don't make videos that other people don't make. Right? I'm not generally sharing earth-shattering brand new news that other people haven't already made videos about. So why do people watch my stuff? In a lot of cases, I think it's because people have come to like the way I share information, whether it's the way I talk, the scenery, the way I make my videos. Like people will naturally listen to and watch the people they enjoy watching. So that is a good thing for you and I if we want to make videos that other people are also making, because it's what makes our videos unique. Like I am what makes my videos unique. Right? Now I try to like I do research. Okay, I do research. What should I make my videos about and whatnot? But I don't, how do I want to say this? Like if I find a topic that I want to make a video about for whatever reason, maybe it's something I haven't talked about yet on my channel and people have asked me to, maybe it's something that I've noticed that other creators in my niche have talked about, and they're doing well for them, so I may want to do the same thing, right? The same topic. But so what am I trying to say? What was your question? Oh yeah, making videos that thousands of others already do. But I'm going to give my unique perspective on it. That's what I try to do. I try to give a unique perspective. Here's my take. Oh, you want to know how to grow on YouTube? Okay, well, other people are saying things, but here's what I think. Right? Now it's different. Now it's my opinion. And maybe other people share the same opinion. That's fine. But people are interested in my opinion. So to answer your question, you got to put yourself in your videos. If you want to make videos that thousands of other people are making videos about already, you need to find a unique angle if you want to stand out. Otherwise, you won't be found. So that unique angle, I think the easiest way to have a unique angle is to put yourself in your videos. If you don't want to do that, then you have to find something else that makes your videos special in some way. Otherwise, it becomes really hard to grow, okay? Here's interesting stats. Just an FYI, only 4.2% of YouTube people actually start channels. That's 115 million and over 2.7 billion users. You are meant to do this or you wouldn't be here. There you go. Yes, very good. Inspiring. Thank you, Monkey Wrench. All right. I'm saying I hope they don't figure out to put ums in AI videos that are created. That's interesting thought. Yeah. Yeah, maybe AI is going to become so good that I say it a lot. I know I do, and I don't try to get rid of it. But yeah, maybe AI will get so good that they actually insert ums and ahs and mistakes, right? Oh, I didn't mean to say that. And yeah, that'll be interesting. Once AI starts doing that, that'll be interesting for sure. I'm sure it can. Just nobody's been thinking to ask them to do that. How to make AI sound authentic. There's a topic. I learned that not everyone is meant to be a YouTube creator. I tried to start a retirement channel with my dad, and he was a terrible speaker, and he hated it so much. That's correct. Not everybody is meant to be a YouTube creator, for sure. Not everybody wants to. I think a lot of us here want to. That's why you're here. But not everybody does. And I would say the vast majority of people don't want to. It might be hard to understand that for us because we're in the world of, like, if you're here, you're probably either a YouTuber already or you're looking at becoming one. So you've been watching videos probably on how to do it. You know, how long does it take to succeed with it? What is the best niche and all these things. All these things that if you really back yourself out of this world and go stand beside a friend of yours that is not into YouTube at all and just think of their thoughts. Like talk to somebody, a friend of yours that doesn't do YouTube at all, that's not even interested in it. It's not something they even think about. And just ask them, like would you ever go to YouTube, open it up and ask them, you know, what is the best niche to make a YouTube channel? Like a lot of people might not even know, what do you mean YouTube channel? What's that? What do you mean? Right? A lot of people don't know. So yeah, no, 4.2%. That's interesting, but very believable. Okay, I answered that. I'm starting to see some duplicates here. Or maybe I'm just, there we go. Oh, interesting. Oh, where'd it go? I clicked it and it disappeared. Looking at Rob's thumb for today on iPhone, notice the live icon covers up the lower right of the thumbnail, blocks a lot of Rob's text in the lower right. Move the cat to the right, text left. Interesting. Interesting. I watched a video recently from a lady whose channel was hacked. That video went viral. So when will your channel be hacked? I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't. Any thoughts on the oversaturation of AI thumbnails on the platform? Yeah, I don't think it helps. I don't think it helps creators if you want to use AI to make your thumbnails. It's one of those things. Again, think of when you want to make a thumbnail, you want to make something that is going to stand out and people are going to click. Now, if everybody is making thumbnails that stand out, then is anybody really standing out? No. So then you always want to be thinking outside the box. Like if you're making a video, here's an idea. If you're making a video on topic A, well, why don't you go to YouTube and search for topic A and see what thumbnails pop up, right? And if they're all, AI thumbnails and generally kind of the same look and feel, start to think, okay, how can I make my thumbnail different than that? Right? So that's where my mind goes. You want to stand out. But if you're making videos with the same tools that a lot of other people are using and yours ends up with the same kind of look and feel as other people's, you're not going to stand out. So I don't think that's going to help. If everybody's using the same AI tool and all the thumbnails look very similar, imagine making a thumbnail that's just a black screen with 2 words of white text, and that's all it is. That would stand out. So I'm not suggesting that's what you should do, but I'm sure some people do, right? Just, you got to think outside the box, I think. Try to be different. Got to stand out. What does the Creators Growth Project entail? So what it is, it's my mentorship program. So I offer coaching. Okay, like if you would go to my website or if you click the link below any of my videos and this live, you'll go to my website and you can see that I offer coaching. That started as one-on-one coaching calls. Right, people can buy time and book a call with me that get access to my calendar, and you can either book one call or you can buy 2 at a discount and use one right away and then the other one whenever you want to use the second one as a follow-up. So I've been doing that now for a year and a half. It'll be 2 years in October or so. And I love it. That's great. I love it. The Creators Growth Project or the mentorship program is basically an expansion on that. It's like I can't help a lot of people with everything they need help with in just one 50-minute call. So, in a lot of cases, if there could be follow-ups, that might help. So that's where the mentorship program was born, created CGP. Let's just call it CGP. So what I've put together it's a combination of group sessions. The group would be 10 people, okay? If I fill it up, and the last 2 both filled up. So 10 people, and we get together once a week for X number of weeks. And again, the details of the next one will be out tomorrow. The last one was 8 weeks. I think the next one will be a little bit shorter. But anyway, we get together for 2 or so hours, and we do hot seats. People have problems, they get questions. I walk them through how to do certain things. Each session also includes a short presentation by me. The intention is to help you build a YouTube channel and build a business around it. Okay, so it's not just on YouTube growth, it's also on business growth and the tools you need to accomplish that. Okay, so we get into YouTube, and it's different every time because it's driven by what you need help with. But the general premise is kind of the same. You build a YouTube channel, the business, how to build a business, how to build an email list, how to make lead magnets to start building your list, creating an offer, putting it up for sale, what to put in your description, all the things. And then I expand on whatever each individual person needs expanding on in their hot seats. But in addition to the 8 group sessions, everybody gets a couple of one-on-one sessions with me at whatever time they need them, right? So you can book that time throughout whenever you need. And the 2 groups that have gone through so far, not everybody used up all of their one-on-one calls, but they've got a year to use them. So they can, actually this evening, I've got a call with somebody from the first group, right? So, and that ended in January, but I'm still here for them. So that's 2 of the parts. So the group sessions, the one-on-one calls, and then there's the Alumni Hub. So what that is once the 6 to 8 week group session portion of the program finishes, then we get together monthly for a year. All right. And not just with me, but with the other people who went through the other classes as well. So the last class ended a couple weeks ago. The next Alumni Hub, I think, is June 11th. So next week, next Thursday. That'll be their first time in the Alumni Hub, and they'll join the first group, right? And all that is a Zoom call. It's another group session where people get together and you can ask, share your wins, share what problem you've run into, and we can talk that through. Other people can catch up with the others. So those are the 3 parts: group sessions for 6 to 8 weeks, then one-on-one calls, and then the Alumni Hub. And so the whole thing is 8 weeks plus 12 months, so about 14 months long. That's what we do. So again, that'll all be explained on the website in the next couple of days if anybody is interested. All right, now, what else we got here? Have set up, okay, every time I click something, this disappears. So I've set up my new YouTube channel, and I will start recording tomorrow and just upload and not worry about it. Perfect mindset to have. And another question here, how do you make thumbnails? The way I do it is with Canva. It's a program that's browser-based. If you go to canva.com, or I've got a link below for that as well, and you sign up for an account, you can sign up with a free account, and yeah, you can make them in there. The way I make mine is I will first start off with a screenshot from within my video. Right, my videos all have me in them, so I'll just find a spot within my video that I like the facial expression that I have, or it matches the message of my video, and then I'll bring that into Canva, and then I'll use Canva's tools to add text to that, or maybe brighten up the image, or add saturation to the colors, or whatnot. And then when I've got it looking the way I want to, I can download it and then attach it to my video, upload it to YouTube. So Canva has a free plan that is good for 90% of the people who use it. I have the paid plan because there are some things that it can do, the more additional tools that you can use that I like, that are only available in the paid plan. One is background remover. So you can remove the background from yourself. And I like to do that. Like I'll have an image of me in my video that I bring into Canva. I'll then make a copy of that. I'll then remove the background from the top copy and put it over top. And then I can apply changes to just me without applying the changes to the background, like brighten my face, try to remove some shadows, add some color, things like that. So I'm probably making it sound a lot harder than it is. Canva is fairly easy to learn. And I do have a couple of videos on how to use Canva in my channel. If you just search my channel for Canva, you'll find them. They'll be there. Is it good to use an intro and outro for 3 seconds? I'm my niche. I've seen it done. You can. I mean, 3 seconds is not that long, so absolutely you can. For branding, absolutely. Phew, made it. Happy Tuesday. Rock the dots. Glad you made it. Happy Tuesday. Alrighty. Here's a question. Hi, Rob. Have you ever tried broadcasting a live Zoom meeting on YouTube for viewers to connect and be part of the live broadcast themselves? Yes, I have. I have done that. It's been a while since I've done that, but yeah, you can do that. I use Ecamm Live to live stream, and the plan that I have includes Ecamm integration with Zoom. So yeah, I open up a Zoom meeting. People that I've given the link to can join the Zoom meeting, and I can broadcast that live or bring one person in at a time into the live stream. Absolutely. And all you have to do is go back to my Christmas one, the Christmas live stream that I did. If I go, here, I'll share my screen. Haven't done that much today. If I go to, so this is the live we're doing now. If I just go back to my channel and go to the live tab, and go back to Chris. Well, here's the ones that I did when I was away. This one here, I was away. Anyway, go back to, where is it? There we go. Special, Rob and Friends, Christmas Live. So in that one, I brought people in. So there's Heidi. So everybody who was in the live stream, or who I brought into the live stream that day, were in a Zoom meeting that I would then bring, one person in at a time into, there's Karen, into the live. So a lot of fun. So absolutely, you should do that. You should do that. I don't believe we can add company logos to our content without their permission. I work in sales, and we have to ask clients permission if they allow us to put their logos on our brochure. And they refuse a lot of times, and they are clients. So yeah, okay, in that case, yeah, don't. But I can tell you, I've made videos where I've put like Camtasia logos, YouTube logo, Canva logo, things I make videos about. I'll include the logos. But if any of them didn't want their logo and they came to me and said, I don't want my logo in that video, then I would take it down. But I don't feel like a lot would say that. A client situation might be different. Okay, maybe they don't want you sharing their stuff, and okay, so then you honor that, especially if they're a client of yours. But like me as a Canva user, like they have an affiliate program. They want me to promote their stuff. So in that case, I know they're okay with me putting their logo in a video. Now, if I was making a video that was, like if there was a company that I did not like or a service I didn't like, and I wanted to make a video saying all of the things that I don't like about this company, and I wanted to put their logo on, well, then that company might have a problem with me putting their logo on. So in that case, but I don't make videos like that, so that's why it's not an issue for me. But anyways, good point. Good point. Technically, yeah, you probably have to ask permission for anything that's not yours if you want to put it on your videos. Companies have trademark rights over their logos. 100% they do, yes. Let's see. Did you already see the Ask YouTube upcoming feature? If so, what are your thoughts? I have not used that. I think I know what you're talking about, but not sure. But no, I have not. I've not used that. Do I have a Canva Pro discount code, Rob? I don't think I do. I just think I have a link to it. Oh, it's not there. Let's see, what do I have there? More. Oh, no, my link will give you a 30-day free trial for Canva. It's not a discount code, it's a 30-day free trial. So yeah, and the link is below, in the description below this live and most of my videos. And it is totally free. Yes, totally free, unless you want the Pro. Like there's other things too that Pro gives you, not just that background remover. There's other things I just can't think of all of them off the top. I mean, a lot of the graphics that you can add to your thumbnails from their tools. If ever you see the Pro logo, then that's something that's only included in the Pro account. So if I just go to so here, I'm logged into my Canva. So here's the last thumbnail that I made. So that image is something I brought in from my video. Actually, no, it's not. This one, I posed. I posed for the shot and set up my iPhone and took that photo with my iPhone, or video. It's a screenshot from within a 10-second video of my iPhone. And then I just used Canva to add this text. Okay, so that's all I did. And then, like, if I wanted to remove the background from this image, I would create a copy of the image and click this background remover. See this little crown here? That little crown means that's a Pro feature. So if I didn't have the Pro account, which is the paid version, I wouldn't be able to do this. But if I click on that, it'll do its magic. And there, see that? It removed the background. And now I can line this up exactly over the previous one. And now I can go in and edit this. And I can adjust things like the temperature, right? That's only affecting me, not the background. The brightness, I can make myself brighter or darker, right? So these are the things that you can do. So a lot of times, like in this video down here, like there's a lot of shadows on my face. Yeah, I did the same thing, although that doesn't look a whole lot brighter, but I made my face a little bit brighter, plus 12 here. So, right, I can make myself brighter if I was too dark. Just put it back exactly where it was. So that's one thing. Now, if I wanted to make another image, I'll just put it to the top here. Actually, let me just delete that because I didn't do that to that video. I don't know, let's see, I want to go into elements and I want to add, I don't know, let's go YouTube logo and see what's in there. Okay, so all these things I can add in. Let's click on this. Let's say I wanted to add that, and let's say I wanted to add a Canva logo, and I'll click this, I'll drag that onto the screen. Here's two things that I've added. I've already preset my page up to the right size for YouTube thumbnail. That's 1280 by 720. Let's see. So anything you see in here, if you start scrolling down to all the things, I don't know, 3D images, see all. Okay, now maybe that's not a very good, let's go businessman. Let's look for a businessman and not 3D. Sorry, I'm just making a mess here. Let's go to elements and clear, popular searches. Let's go to graphics and let's say, let's go businessman, I don't know. And then we can see all these graphics of businessman. Well, see, these have a crown. This premium image is included with the Canva Pro plan. If you don't have the Pro plan and you wanted to use one of these images, you can just click on it to add. Then you would have to pay, I think they still do that. You'd have to pay individually for any Pro images you want to add to your project. All right, and then when you're done, you would just export it or share it. Share, download, and so on. So anyway, very quick tutorial on Canva and how relatively easy it is to use. Question, Poke-it Felting, how you doing? Good to see you, Stacy. Is there a better setup when making a short video, not a short? Thumbnail, pics, video and ending with a thumbnail with text and voiceover pics in mini videos. My plan was talking head, pictures, mini video. Is there a better setup when making a short video, not a short? Not really sure how to answer that. The main difference between a short video and a short is your phone needs to be horizontal. If you want to make a video, make it this way, not this way, or this way, right? Make sure of that. And then, because like a lot of people don't understand too how to upload a short. If you upload a video that is filmed vertically and is less than 3 minutes long, YouTube will treat it as a short. So if you don't want it to be a short, film it horizontally and it won't, even if it's less than 3 minutes. Okay, 1 minute. 30-second video filmed horizontally will be a long form video. Okay, so that's the number one thing, the orientation of your phone. I'm not sure if that answers your question, but that applies for talking head, thumbnail as well. Like you can take a screenshot from a video like that and bring it in and create your thumbnail in Canva. Right. Something else that that might help people. If I go back into here, let me just back out of this and just go to the Canva homepage. Let's say I wanted to create a thumbnail. Okay. Easiest way to do that is just start typing thumbnail up here. No, it's searching for what I did. What do I want to do here? What do you want to do? Social media, presentation, and so on. So let's go social media and see what our choices are. Is YouTube here anywhere? I'm trying to find the easiest way to do this. What would you like to create? Oh, here's YouTube. Let's click YouTube. YouTube thumbnail right there. 1280 by 720. So I found it. I can just click on that and it'll create a blank slate for me. And here's how you adjust the size. But that is 1280 by 720. If I wanted to do it a different way, if you know that it's 1280 by 720, just come over here to custom size and type in 1280 by 720. You can click this or you can just type it in. 1280 by 720 pixels, create new design. That's another way to get you to the same place. But anyway, and then if you want to take a screenshot of your video, let me, okay, go to the last video I made. I'm just double clicking it to launch it. So here it is. I just opened up the most recent video that I made. If I start playing it.
If you're shopping for a new computer because that's what you think you need for YouTube, stop.
Okay, so this is the last video that I made. Okay, so all I do is I go in and I find
things on a phone is...
I'll pause. You can use the arrow keys to go back and forth one key at a time. Let's say that's the image I want. Okay, what I'll do is I'll make this fairly large. Okay. And then on a Mac, if you press Command-Shift-4, that'll bring up the crosshairs that you can use to click and drag and grab a screenshot. It's not necessarily going to be the right size unless you're perfect at it, but that's okay. You don't have to be. And on a Windows computer, I don't know what the shortcut is, but I think there's a tool in Windows as well that does the same thing. But if I go Command-Shift-4, now you see these crosshairs here. I'm just going to click up in the top left corner, hold down and drag, and then I'll release here. There, just grabbed a screenshot. That went into my downloads folder. I'm now just going to close this. And in my downloads folder, I see screenshot. Okay, I'm just going to click and drag that in and let it go. There it is. Now I got my screenshot. I got to fill out this whole space though. So let me drag it up. It'll snap into the corner and I'll click and start dragging. And it's not going to, it'll snap there or there. So I didn't grab it at exactly the right size, but that's okay. Because a lot of times I'll make it bigger anyways. I might want to reposition this. Maybe I want myself on the right like this. Okay. And then maybe I want to get some text, add some text, make it a little bit bigger, put it over here. My cool thumbnail. Okay, and you can stretch this out and make sure it fits. You can change the font. Go horizon. Oh, that's too big. Let's go with this. Still too big, but I can make it like that maybe. Make it a little bit smaller. Maybe I want to left justify it like this. Maybe I want to make it all caps. My cool thumbnail. Didn't quite fit, so I'll just drag this over so it does. Reposition it. Maybe I want it a little bit closer together. I can go into line spacing and tighten it up a little bit. Now let's see, maybe I want to add a drop shadow or something, right? So I can go into effects, I can add a drop shadow and change the direction. Let's go, I don't know. I can't even really see it because it's semi-transparent. Change the offset. Where is it? It's hard to see because it's dark on dark. You can see a little bit better that way. The bigger the offset, the easier it is to see. Right? So those are the things I do. So maybe I like that there. And again, I can copy and paste a second copy of this, remove the background. All right, and then edit that, adjust it, and wait for it to catch up. Where'd I go now? Edit, adjust the brightness. There we go. Okay, so just a little bit brighter. Maybe the highlights, you can play with all this. Maybe my face looks a little, I don't know, a little too red. You can turn the temperature down. All kinds of things you can play with. Color edit, there's a little bit of green in it, so you can select the green, boost the saturation. That's just my hat, I think. Actually, there's a lot more blue. So I can boost the saturation. Look at the sweater, or I can take all the blue out. Okay, I can make the blue really pop. Right, there's things like that you can do. So, and then when I'm done, I know it's already the right size. Share, download, and download again. And I never gave it a title, so it's just going to be called heading. Yeah, that's okay. But let me double click that to open it up. There it is. That's what I just downloaded. Thumbnail's done. I can upload that to YouTube. Okay, so that's the easiest way to do it. And you don't have to do that whole brightening up of just your face. Like that's the only thing I did in everything I just showed you that requires the Pro plan. Okay, everything else can be done with the free plan. Alrighty, time for a drink. How are we doing for time? We got time. I still got time. I'm one who would like to see your face somewhere. Help me connect even if a video is all your art, but could show face when teaching about paper, brushes, paint, etc. Yeah, good point. In the US, there is fair use legal doctrine that permits for certain use. Okay, very good. Will you consider doing your sessions earlier? I'm from Malaysia and my time zone is GMT +8 and it's 2:40 a.m., 3rd June. I can't, if you're talking about these live streams, no, I can't. I mean, every once in a while I might do a special one at a different time, but I'm pretty much locked in at this time for all these live streams. If you're talking about the Creators Growth Project, I am going to do the next one at a later time, and it's yeah, not earlier, it's going to be later. Maybe the one after that, the next time I do one, it'll be earlier, right? It'll depend on demand. As long as there's enough people who want me to do it at that time, then I will for sure. Hello everyone. A few months ago, I started doing weekly live streams on my channel and it's been amazing. Awesome. This isn't a question, Rob. Just want to thank you for, okay. Awesome. Well done. Awesome. Yeah, no, I'm a big believer in live streams helping grow a channel if you're putting yourself in your videos and you want to grow a community. All that I think is really helpful. I have social phobia, so I cannot show myself on camera, but I can put a small picture at the thumbnails. Yeah, that might help. That might help, but yeah, it makes it harder to grow for sure if you don't want to show yourself. It's all about, and it's not something that YouTube has built into their system. It's not a YouTube thing. It's a people thing. Like people who watch videos tend to prefer to watch real people than just get information from YouTube, right? So not everybody, but just because that's generally speaking the way people watch videos, they prefer watching real people. Those videos on those channels with those videos on them tend to grow faster, tend to grow better. Let's see. How do I get YouTube to give me analytics on when my audience is watching? Just started going live last night. Awesome. Congrats on going live. You will get it in your analytics tab. Okay, so maybe it needs a little bit more data first, so it won't be like necessarily immediate. But once you start going live, you can start seeing that data in your analytics. Okay, and you can get it there. Just to show you where you would get it. If I just go to my analytics page in my YouTube Studio, analytics. So if you want to know where your audience is watching from, click the audience tab. And so I just want to make sure I'm answering the right question. When my audience is watching. Okay, so scroll down here. It's right here. When your viewers are on YouTube. Right here. So in my case, so the darker times is when more people are watching. So for me, starts around noon and goes till around 7 p.m. So on Wednesdays, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. So this would suggest I should put my videos out around here when most of my viewers are starting to come online, and a lot more will be coming online in the next few hours. All right. You should be able to find this in your analytics audience tab once you have enough data that YouTube can present that information. Okay, which means, if you just started your lives last night, well, how many videos do you have on your channel? That all plays a part in your analytics as well. So hopefully that helps. Do I really have to cause trouble or get into some sort of trouble to blow up with city vlogging and challenges? Can't I just be a normal dude? Yeah, you can be a normal dude. Yeah, it depends on the audience you're going after, right? If you see channels blowing up because they're causing trouble, I don't know, that's not the route I would suggest anybody go, but I tend to think maybe younger people might try it that way. I don't know. I wouldn't want to get in trouble either. So I just want to be a normal dude too. So no, you don't have to do that. Live streams are amazing for building community and connection. Absolutely. Let me see now. I make my thumbnails basically the same way, but in Photoshop, then reuse the last thumbnail as my template for the next one. 100%, absolutely. And yeah, even just because I use Canva and it's fairly popular, doesn't mean that's the only way to make thumbnails. Any Photoshop, 100%. If you're used to Photoshop, you can definitely use that. And when you mention template, I do the same thing. I don't know if you noticed, but if you go... if I go back to Canva, no, not that one, but sorry, if I go back to, let's say, this one. Let me go back in here. Let me delete this. That was me messing around, showing you guys things. But look, all of my thumbnails are in here. And that's because when I'm going to make my next thumbnail, I basically, I will start by duplicating the page. There's another one. And now I will delete the background. And now I've got my text here. Actually, this, I'm going to ungroup that because I have text of two different sizes. I might delete that one. And now I've got a text template. I can just bring in another screenshot, like the one I just took, right? And here's my new thumbnail. Change the text. Now I've got a new thumbnail. Maybe this time I'll put it on the other side. There you go. New thumbnail. And I did that in, 30 seconds? So I'm going to delete this now. So yeah, copy and paste or reuse, save as a template. That's definitely an easy way to go. Makes making your next thumbnail a whole lot easier. Just join Creators Cove. Awesome. We'll see you in there, Janice. Is traveling around and doing YouTube a good idea? Can be. Yeah, if that's what you want to do, YouTube is definitely something you can do while traveling, right? Absolutely. So that's the beauty of it. That's what I love about it. That's why I have a laptop, so I can go other places. And my laptop has all of my programs on it. I just move my completed projects off of it when they're done, so because I don't need them on my computer anymore. But yeah, you could upload, as long as you have an internet connection and your computer with you and your camera with you, phone, whatever, you can do YouTube from anywhere. What are some ways you avoid overthinking things when talking to the camera? Sometimes I have to remind myself to keep things short. Sometimes I go on and on about things a little too much, and I don't notice it until afterwards when I'm editing, and I'm thinking, okay, I talked about that a little too much. I'm going to lose people here for sure. In that case, I may delete part of what I said, or I'll just take a mental note and think, okay, next time I just have to be quicker with that. So, yeah, what are some ways to avoid overthinking? I guess a way you can avoid that would be if you write down a couple bullet points about the things you want to talk about. Let's say, right, like have a cue card with you with some bullet points, or an iPad or whatever. Have notes with you about what you want to talk about. Not written text that you're going to read. I just mean like titles, like just the topic, the main topic. And have bullet points, 3 or 4 words max, just to remind you what you want to talk about. And when you finish talking about one, look at the next one. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is blah, 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 and talk about it. And yeah, it's just, you don't want to try to, yeah, I don't know if I'm answering your question right, but that would be a way. You're asking what are some of the ways to avoid overthinking. A cue card with notes, bullet point notes, might help you stay on track, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So you suggest posting shorts in horizontal and as a video and not a short. Not exactly. Well, when you say shorts, I think what you're saying is a short video. But when I hear the word short, I hear, okay, that's filmed vertically and it's less than 3 minutes long, so it's a short. Any video that is filmed horizontally is not a short, even if it's short in duration. It's not a short. It can be a 15-second video filmed horizontally. That's not a short. It's a short video, but it's not a short. It's not a YouTube capital S short, right? I guess I hope that helps. But yeah, if you want to be a long form channel, but you want to make shorter in duration videos, film them horizontally. Then they won't be capital S shorts. They'll just be shorter, long-form videos. Does that make sense? Hi, Rob. Have you watched Ty Meyer's video he posted 7 days ago called "How Many YouTubers Actually Get Monetized?" It's not going to stop me, but if it's true, it's a bit discouraging. I did watch that video. I don't know why you would think it's discouraging. But yeah, no, I watched that. I watched it. I thought it was a great video. Well done, Ty, if you're here. He's often in here. But yeah, no. So maybe why you're thinking it's discouraging is that I think it highlighted that not many YouTubers make a ton of money from just YouTube AdSense. They typically have to be doing other things in their YouTube business to make a full-time income. And that is true. That's true. You have to be very successful with YouTube in order for just your YouTube AdSense to be a full-time income, right? That's hard to do. So yeah, if you find that discouraging, I guess it depends on what you want to do with your channel, right? But I thought it was a good video. Ty. That was a good. Let's see. Love your channel name. Didn't see Ty's video. You have my curiosity piqued. Happy it's not going to stop you. Do your thing and what feels best for you. 100%. Definitely. Let's see. I got monetized on a video where I really broke a lot of the rules. Things people said not to do or definitely do, and I just went with my gut. Very good. I'm a nerd. I hope you're saying that with a smile. That's not a bad thing. It's good to be nerdy. Got it. Thank you so much. Good information about the horizontal filming of videos. Thanks. No problem. I watch you on my TV, but comment on my iPad. Peanut. Yeah. Peanut, I think, has adjusted. There's Peanut Cam. She's still here. How you doing? Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to wake you. Sorry. You go back to sleep. All right. What else we got? 407 here. Anybody have any final questions they want to ask before I go? I got another 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes at the most. What's it doing outside? Is it calming down a little bit? It is too. Let's put this back to where it was. I had a peanut. Put this back there. The waves are down. I might go for a kayak a little bit later. Here's a question. Miko Bell's Lifestyle. I do fashion and beauty, but want to add more single and dating after 50. Is that too much for my channel? Fashion and beauty, but want to add more single and dating after 50. Yeah, I mean, if you're still targeting the same audience, the same, gender, age group, location, things like that, interests, then, and if you think they'd be interested in that, try it, right? You can do one video like that as a test and see how it does. As a test video, maybe don't make it terribly long, because it is something a little bit different than your audience is used to, and see how it does, right? That's kind of the way I went. Not those types of videos, but like I was making video editing videos, and my channel was at around 3,000 subscribers at the time, and I took a chance and made a video about YouTube, about starting on YouTube when you're over 40. And so I took a bit of a chance. I still kept my audience in mind because my audience was people over 40, and they were people who were making videos for other people with Camtasia. So I'm thinking, if you're doing that, maybe you should start YouTube. So I made that video, and it did the best that any of my videos had ever done. So that was so I did a test, it worked, did really well. I ended up continuing down that path and making more videos on YouTube, why you should start, how to start, things like that. Follow my journey. This is what I'm doing. But I've done other tests where things haven't worked. Like I've done skit videos where, just trying some fun little short skit type videos. They haven't done that well. Some people really liked them, but not to the extent that people like my other videos, right? So some tests work and some don't, but the bottom line is that's how you grow, is trying new things and then doing more of what works really well and less of what doesn't work, right? So that would be what I suggest. I haven't watched Ty's video, so it's Ty. Here, let's go. Let's go find it for you. I've put in a link. Whoops. I'm not able to type. What am I doing? Here we go. There's Ty's channel. If we go to videos, is this one right here. How much do monetized YouTubers actually earn? So it's Ty Myers, at Ty Myers. All right, let's copy that and let's put that in the chat. There you go, Ty. I haven't seen him here today, but he often drops in. He was here last week, I think. So I just put it in the chat. There's a link to his channel. What about music when you're using, so VTG, Voyager, Anti-Booth? What about music when you're using the intro, outro, and not be a copyright? Okay, yeah. You can't just use any music for, or you will get a copyright strike. Like I'm probably going to get on this live video or this live stream because I had music playing in the background when I started, but I'll try to get that dealt with. So you need to get your music from a place that allows you to use it copyright free. Typically means you have to pay for it. Okay, so I get all my music from Epidemic Sound. That's the service I use. And I have a link to that below. And I think there's a discount with that. Yeah, 30 days for free, plus 50% off for your first 2 paid months after that. So, and if you want to try out Epidemic Sound, I love it. It's got tons and tons of music that you can search through, sound effects as well, all that kind of stuff. So that's where I get mine. And I've been using Epidemic Sound for over 3 years now. And I've been an affiliate of theirs for probably a year and a half or so. And yeah, I love it. If you're not paying for music and you didn't make it yourself, then you probably can't use it. That would be the rule of thumb, with the exception of YouTube. YouTube has their own library of music that you can use in YouTube videos. Okay, so that's a free source you can go to. The library isn't nearly as large as the one you could find at Epidemic Sound or Audio or Artlist, right? What's the other one? Sound, what is it? Storyblocks. It used to be called Audio Blocks, but Storyblocks is another one. So yeah, just use one of the ones. As long as you're paying for it, then you're paying for the right to use it. Then a portion of your payment goes to the creator of that music. So they are getting paid for you using their music, right? The same, I usually use the same song all the time. Well, the music you hear in my intros for these live streams, I sometimes use that same music in my videos, at the end of my videos. Yeah, I got that from Epidemic Sound. And if I can continue to use, I don't download it every time because I've got it downloaded. I can just keep reusing it. But if I ever stop my subscription to Epidemic Sound, I can then no longer create any new content with that music, right? Even though I've downloaded it, I can't use it again. But anything I had made previous, like any videos I've made up until now, if I canceled my subscription right now, as long as I never use that music again in any new content, all the existing content I made with it is fine because I was licensed to use it at that time. So that's how that works. I created my own music for some of my videos. The rest is AI. Very good. Cool. Where are we going here now? Let's see. Off topic, visited Nova Scotia once from Quebec, rented a car and drove on Marine Drive. Absolutely beautiful province. Awesome. That's cool. I don't know where Marine Drive is, but awesome. Quebec is beautiful too. I've been there many times. Alrighty. You know what? I'm going to draw the line right there. I think this is long enough. This has been 2 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you all for joining. I'm going to have a video out, I think, tomorrow morning, so watch out for that. I'm going to be live here again next week. Oh, also, yeah, there's going to be more information on the Creators Growth Project. Again, I'm reopening the doors for that probably tomorrow, and with a tentative start date of Monday the 15th. Is the 15th a Monday? That's the day yes, 15th, June 15th. Is the tentative start date for that, for anybody interested in having me as your mentor for the next 14 months. So yeah, that said, thanks for stopping in today. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. Weather's looking great today and for the next several days here, so I hope it is for you too. All right, guys, thanks for stopping in, and good luck with it all, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.